How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to look at the top 5 issues I've had with my 2017 F-150. It's got the 3.5 EcoBoost engine, and at the time of this video it's got 132,000 miles on it. So to start things off, we'll talk cam phasers. Cam phasers are probably the most notorious issue with the 3.5 EcoBoost and possibly the most expensive due to the complexity of the replacement. So the symptoms are usually when you go to start your truck, you'll get a loud rattle sound for about the first 5 seconds, and then it'll go away once oil starts hitting those phasers. So when you're looking at cost for cam phaser replacement, it's around $3,000 to $5,000 depending on the dealership. That's just because of the complexity of the install. Like I said earlier, it's kind of a pain to get to and it's going to cost. So next on the list is catalytic converters. Mine started with no symptoms. I just got a check engine light one day. So I've got a code reader, pulled that out, plugged it in, and I was getting a P0420 code. And that is usually a issue with the catalytic converters. And this also may not be just an EcoBoost issue. I've seen it on the 5.0 trucks as well, but I know it is a little more prevalent in the EcoBoost trucks. So here's what the factory setup looks like outside of the truck. We went ahead and pulled them off and gave them a quick shake. And as you can hear, these are pretty bad. So went ahead, took that off, replaced it with a new set. Those can run anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000. I went with an aftermarket set, just a little bit cheaper. So the next issue on the list is actually the first thing that went wrong with this truck after a couple months of owning it. I was driving down the highway, it started misfiring, it was dumping fuel, I lost pretty much all power, but I was able to limp it home. So plugged in my code reader and started getting a bunch of different codes at a P0300, at a P0301, P0302, and then a few other miscellaneous ones like a P0087 and a P2196. Long story short, dealership replaced the stuck injector, but it dumped fuel into my oil pan, so they had to do an oil change that ended up costing around $1,000. Fourth on the list, sunroof. So if your 2015 to 2020 had a panoramic or the dual panoramic sunroofs, you probably already know of this issue, but it's a broken sunroof track. Mine has been broken for quite some time now. I'm not sure the specific pieces that get broken, but I do know that there's some small plastic clips in here that get broken, and it's kind of a pain to get replaced. But if you are looking to get it replaced, you can do it pretty cheaply. If you have the time and the skills, Amazon has a few different kits. I'll link them below if you choose to go the DIY route. And the last issue that I faced personally is an overheating issue. This one was just a little weird, but I know a few other people have had this issue. So after my cam phaser replacement, I would get an intermittent overheating issue. When I would get it to operating temperature and go over 80 miles an hour, it would start to overheat just a little bit. And just how these numbers here are at the top, I would start getting that at the top of this gauge as well, indicating that it was overheating a little bit. So first, you obviously want to check your coolant. I would start there, number one. But this one ended up being a thermostat issue for me. I was under the impression that the thermostat was replaced at the same time as the water pump and the cam phasers. I went back and looked at the paperwork. I was wrong. So we went ahead and replaced the thermostat. That got everything fixed. I'm able to take long trips. So all that's good to go. I'll link the thermostat I use in the description, kind of help you out there.